Should you teach ESL online even if you have zero teaching experience? If you're thinking about teaching ESL online, but you don't have any prior teaching experience, then you're not the first person to consider this career in your position. A lot of people think that having no experience means teaching online is a complete deal breaker. It's not for you, you can't do it. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. You can actually join the industry, start a career as an online ESL teacher, even if you've never taught an online class before. Hi friends, I'm Catherine from the OET. I help support people, especially mums, start and succeed with their online ESL teaching career that builds a flexible income around their families. Today, we are talking all about if you can actually teach ESL online, even if you have zero experience teaching online classes. Now, experience doesn't always mean classroom teaching. There's actually a lot of transferable skills that you probably already have that counts as teaching experience. So especially if you're a parent, or maybe you're in a career where you've trained somebody else, these all count as real life experiences. Have you ever had to explain something to somebody else for them to understand? That's teaching. Have you helped somebody in one way or another? That is part of teaching ESL online. Do you have good communication skills? Are you a patient person? All of these are things that are important characteristics or skill sets that online ESL teachers possess. And if you already have these things, they can transfer into teaching ESL online. So you don't have to have set teaching online experience in order to get hired as a teacher. So some platforms do require a minimum of maybe 1 or 2 years online teaching experience, but they'll state that in the application process. But a lot of platforms are actually suitable for hiring beginners just like you. And companies are flexible in this way because they actually train you. Part of the onboarding process offers training to help familiarize you with their platforms, their lesson materials, how they want their teachers to teach their materials to their student base. They will train you with everything that you need to know. So although in the beginning your options might be a bit more limited with having no online experience, that's okay. It's just a starting point. Just because you've signed up with one company doesn't mean that you can add on or change companies later down the line as your experience grows. But there are challenges, like with any career, there are challenges starting with zero experience. So a few things that you might want to think about and practice with at home prior to your first class is becoming more comfortable on camera. It's normal to feel nervous in front of a camera, especially if there's somebody the other end watching you live. That's okay. It always feels a little bit awkward those first few classes. Everybody goes through those experiences, but it's important to overcome those initial nerves and feel more comfortable in front of the camera. And the best way to do that is getting in front of a camera, right? Then there's things like classroom management. Now, you can prepare and plan as much as possible for different scenarios that could happen with students in your classes, but you can't plan and prepare for everything. Lots of different things can happen or go wrong in a live lesson. And the way to overcome that is just by practicing. The more classes that you teach, the more comfortable you will feel and the more natural you will respond to different things that happen, whether that's tech issues, behavioral issues, lots of different scenarios that can occur, and you'll feel more comfortable as time goes on. Now, your confidence will be very low at the beginning. You've not taught online before, and that's okay. That's to be expected. But confidence grows from doing things, not from sitting around waiting, umming and ahhing. The more that you are proactive and you're teaching and you're practicing with the technology, the better you will feel, the more comfortable and prepared you'll feel. And as you're prepared, your confidence will grow over time as well. So just because you're starting with zero experience doesn't mean that will last for long. Those challenges you will overcome in no time at all with your first teaching job. Now, if you're starting with no experience, it could be a good fit for if you're somebody who is willing to learn on the go. Maybe you're someone who understands that perfection isn't going to happen right away. And to be honest, perfection isn't even a real concept anyway. Perfection is something that we strive towards, but there is no such thing as the perfect teacher, the perfect student, the perfect class. So we can strive to be the best teacher possible for our students, but try not to set yourself up for failure by saying, this needs to be perfect, that needs to be perfect, I need to do this perfect. Perfect is no such thing. All you can do is be your best. And with that attitude, you will do great. It might not be the best career choice for you with zero experience if perhaps you need a high income stream right away, or you don't want to learn on the go. If that sounds like you, then teaching ESL online probably isn't the right career choice for you. That's okay. It's up to you to make that decision or not. But if you are willing to learn and you're flexible and you're happy to start part-time and grow your income as your experience increases, then this is a great career choice for you. So how do you get started if you have zero experience? Well, first off, be proactive. Use your time whilst you're applying to jobs and positions to learn the basics of ESL teaching. There are so many videos out there on YouTube, there's blog posts about teaching online, lots and lots of resources that you can utilize to your advantage. Learn some top tips from people who have been in the industry a lot longer than you've heard about it, and learn from them. Take on board the top tips that they share, look at their teaching videos that they share, how do they engage their students, what props and resources do they use, are there some rewards that would be good for taking into a demo class, that sort of thing. And that will really help you feel a lot more prepared before your demo lesson. And then practice. Use your time to practice in front of a camera. Use Zoom or Loom to be more comfortable in front of the camera. Record yourself teaching. And then, I know the bit that feels a bit cringy, watch yourself back and pick up on anything where maybe you're not looking at the camera, or perhaps your pronunciation could have been clearer, or maybe you've been quite off camera when you're showing a reward or prop and we're not quite front facing. So that's a really good way to self-assess things that you need to improve on before your demo class. Because if you can pick these things up before a demo, that means you can improve, and then you're more likely to be hired during your demo. Most companies will hire you based on the demo lesson itself. After you've submitted all your application and things, because of your teaching style, your pronunciation, how you come across and how you use their resources, their lesson materials, all of that combined is what you will be hired on. So to summarize in a nutshell, you can teach ESL online with zero experience, but you need to be starting with a realistic idea in mind and intention of doing your best, being proactive and learning all about how to be a good teacher, what makes a good teacher, additional resources that you could use. If you're proactive and prepared, it will then help your confidence grow and it'll improve your chances of getting hired. Remember, everybody starts from zero. Everyone starts at the same point. It's just that some people are coming from a teaching background career into ESL. That's the only difference. But you have transferable skills already that would help you become a brilliant teacher. If you'd like more support to get started, friends, make sure you join my free membership, the Mini ESL Teacher Toolkit. You'll find a link below in the description. Inside, we have some resources to help identify your transferable skills, a guide to teaching ESL online, and a job board spreadsheet to help you find your first online ESL job. I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.